Ego and spirituality is something that I have talked about on TikTok a fair few times because it's a lot easier to see and point out on that platform than it is in other places with active examples. But ego is something that is a piece of the human experience that doesn't really have a place in spirituality. There's a phrase that a lot of spiritualists use, humble thyself. Because when you are that full of yourself, you are apt to make many mistakes, act very recklessly, and also do things like demand favors, blessings, and such without any kind of offering or repayment in return. The ego gives way to entitlement. You think you are special and you deserve these things for nothing. Now, you can spot an egotistical practitioner very easily by their mannerisms, the things that they say, and a lot of the time, this will also age the practitioner and really show that they are a lot newer in their practice than they like to make people think they are. A really good example of this is something you see on TikTok with self proclaimed baneful practitioners. They will get on there with their hex jars, their sour jars, and start shaking them for the camera. And I hexed you. You better enjoy that chaos. But in reality, a hex jar is just a hex jar. It's not this big bad baneful thing, and it doesn't make you some big bad scary practitioner. That's your ego talking, making you think that not only are you able to do these horrific things to people with that, but also making you feel like you're untouchable by them, and that's going to get you hurt. Along with that ego, most people in the spiritual community, if they don't abandon the path somewhere along the way, they experience the ego death, where something or someone comes along and royally humbles you and shows you that you are not the biggest and the baddest and you don't know everything, and there's always going to be somebody else who is better than you at something that you do or something you have yet to even try and learn. They're going to know more than you, they're going to be more experienced than you, and they're going to put you in your place. Or the universe is going to do it. Either way, it knocks you face down in the dirt, it strips you of that ego, and it can be a very painful, humbling process. And to a lot of new practitioners that refuse to listen and refuse to learn, I will frequently say, you enjoy that ego death when it comes. Let me know how it goes. It's a process that a lot of us have to go through in order to advance in spiritual paths and spiritual enlightenment. To make it to ascension, you have to shed the ego, because the ego has no place in the spiritual world. It just doesn't. So if you find yourself developing this arrogance, feeling like you're special, feeling like you're Billy Badass, humble thyself. Remember to act with grace and with humility and with gratitude for the things that you have been given and blessed with, because that which has been given can just as easily be taken as a result of that egotistical behavior.